Hey guys, it's Layla from Ignite, and in today's video I'm going to take you through one key theme in William Shakespeare's tragedy Othello. But before we get into that, please do like and subscribe to our channel and click the bell for notifications. And if you're looking for more resources to help you navigate your way through your HSC year ahead, please check out our website at Ignite HSC. But for now, let's get into today's video. Okay, so in today's clip, I'm going to take you through one key theme in Shakespeare's tragedy Othello, and that being the theme of manipulation. Now, manipulation is particularly garnered through the antagonist Iago in the play, whose plot is to manipulate Othello and drive him into disbelief in the loyalty of his wife, which ultimately, spoiler alert, leads to his death. So let me flesh out this idea a little bit further. As I mentioned, we've got a little visual depiction of the play here. You can see how Iago's character almost treats Othello as his puppet, right? And his manipulative acts lead Othello into the direction that he wants him, he being Iago, to follow. Throughout the play, Iago plots the handkerchief, a key motif, to try and frame Michael Cassio as being the secret lover of Desdemona. And we know that Iago is doing this because he is trying to navigate his way up in the political hierarchy. He wants to take revenge against Othello for not promoting him in terms of the political hierarchy of the text, and that propels really the action of the play. Now, when we consider the actions of Iago, we note that the manipulation and power he seeks to garner is actually reflective of what we can call Machiavellian insight. Now, Niccolo Machiavelli, was a contemporary of William Shakespeare, and I've got some notes on him on the next slide. Now, by the way, just to flag the reason for why I'm mentioning this is if you're writing an essay on Othello, it's really crucial that students bring in discussion of context into their work. You want to think about what social, political, philosophical, religious, economic ways of thinking or paradigms influence the way Shakespeare was approaching his text. In this case, as I mentioned, one of his contemporaries, Niccolo Machiavelli, wrote a paper entitled The Prince, a dissertation. Now, in this paper, Machiavelli was considering the kinds of ruthless action an individual can take for personal political gain. So in this text, the paper was quite controversial because it discussed the importance of a self-serving individual in the scheme of politics to potentially manipulate others and to take any action necessary to promote their individual goal. And I think this picture nicely frames contemporary renditions of Machiavellian thought. Here we have Niccolo Machiavelli in the background, and obviously a picture of Donald Trump in the foreground to try and contemporize some of those issues of manipulation or personal gain or selfishness that are garnered in political circumstances. And these themes are very much so underpinned by Machiavelli's paper. Shakespeare obviously was familiar with the paper, and he often uses representations of manipulation in his play to tease out and to question or provoke rather a questioning of those ways of thinking that we see in Machiavelli's work. And the way that we study Iago's character, the action he takes, and whether it is morally justified opens a questioning of the viability of Machiavelli's argument in his essay. So that's the backdrop that is influencing the play, and it's worth considering how Iago's manifestation of a character reflects contextual insights at the time. Now, where do we actually see this manipulation in the play? How does Iago speak? What ideas does he represent? And how does this relate to the broader theme we're framing? Now, the reason I'm, shaping my analysis in this way is that for students who are writing an essay on Othello, you're wanting to think about structuring your paragraphs, your body paragraphs in an essay, so that each of those are focalizing one central theme. When you are planning and considering how to write an essay, it's also important for you to ensure that you have a logical progression through your ideas. This video is part of a series of 3 videos where I take you through one key theme that could serve as the focus for each body paragraph. Personally, I think it makes sense in your first body paragraph to frame a central aspect of flaw or hamartia in Othello's character, and you could focalize either his jealousy, his lack of judgment, or his ability to trust those who shouldn't be trusted as your focus. In the second paragraph, you can have a look at that. You can have a look at how, rather, that feeds into the ability for Iago to manipulate Othello's character. And then in the final paragraph, you can look at the denouement, the catharsis or the tragic downfall which manifests at the end of the play. So it's perfectly fine for you as a student to have specific themes like jealousy, manipulation, or death as a progression, but it's also quite nice to focalize your analysis around formal elements within the play. Indeed, I've seen a lot of past paper questions that have asked students to discuss how Shakespeare uses his form, which means how does he use the macro constructions of his text, the theatrical qualities and the genre to represent his key ideas, in which case the essay progression I've suggested here would be ideal and conducive to that. So keep that in mind. So just to give a little bit more broader purpose here, if you're a student looking at Othello, I'm giving you little bits and pieces that could work within potential body paragraphs to facilitate your analysis in response to a given question. But bringing it back to what I've got in this slide, here I'm giving you evidence that you would put into a body paragraph if discussing the theme of manipulation. So let's have a read. Iago states, "I am not what I am." Now, in that statement, there is what we call an inherent paradox, right? A paradox is where 2 opposing ideas are placed within direct proximity. So he says, "I am not what I am." There is a clear tension between those 2 phrases, which renders them paradoxical. So Iago presents a facade meaning a front, an illusory presence of his identity, hiding behind the truth of his manipulative self. This therefore reveals the play's exploration of manipulation. So that is like one little evidence sequence that you could pop into your paragraph. You could add to that then, if this was continuing, this rendition of Iago's character is reflective of Niccolò Machiavelli's paper The Prince during this time, and we see Shakespeare reflecting those controversial claims about political conduct during times of controversy, or something like that if you wanted to tie in context to your analysis. But that there, guys, concludes the content for my video. What I'm hoping you've taken away is a key theme in Shakespeare's play, some notes on how to structure an essay written on Othello, how you can consider drawing in both context and form to your analysis, and how you can actually analyze textual evidence to have it feature within a body paragraph. If you have any questions, guys, please do place them below. And if you're loving our content, and I hope you are, please do like and subscribe to our channel. If you're a HSC student and you're looking for notes to facilitate your studies in the year ahead, and you want some more insight to the context, form, close analysis, or exemplar essays for your set studies, check out our website at Ignite HSC. We've got loads on there to help you achieve your goals. But for now, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehsc.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.